Hello and welcome to another noobreview.com quick look. This time we're looking at one of quite a few Move titles that's come out, believe it or not. And I say that like, I'm trying not to be a bit down on it at the moment. But this is Sports Champions 2 and I am of course joined by Mr. Adam Radcliffe. Now, what more can we say about Sports Champions 2? I mean, it's kind of more of the same. But what I wanted to really tackle was the lack of support for the PlayStation Move has been quite telling.
Minimal.
Really.
They basically released it with some games and then left it.
Yeah.
There hasn't been that much since. But I think that's mainly due to the developers don't want to touch it, basically.
Yeah, I mean...
It's hard to develop emotions into a game as it is. And just like... One when there's... Most of the market doesn't own one. Like, should we make a game, please? Sports game might work there, or is it always popular?
I think one of the other problems is every console's got a motion controller. So it's like, it's not really a like, when the Wii first came out, there was nothing else like it. And on part of that basis, people flocked out and in their droves and bought it. Now Wii's like quite an old console, and Kinect is quite big for Microsoft. This kind of, you know, it was a bit of a drop in the ocean really, rather than made a big splash, which is a shame because Sports Champions 1 is meant to be really, really good, and this also looks like it's really, really good. And I can imagine it being a lot of fun. I mean, it kind of lacks a bit of charm that the other two, you know, similar titles have. I'm talking, of course, about Kinect Sports.
Almost as if they only work when they're kind of, well, not childish, but they have like they appeal more to kids.
Yeah.
Than anyone else.
This is, of course, my favourite one, which is called Waggle Your Arms Around like a bit of an idiot.
Who's this? This is Rayman versus the Yellow Guy.
Yeah, clearly, because he doesn't have any arms, just fists. To be honest though, these types of mini games with the boxing, I could see them working better with the Move because obviously it's two sticks, so there's more freedom of movement with your arms and stuff, so you can kind of, you know, you work your angles a bit more. Whereas like bowling, I can't really see it, you know, working better than with another motion control. I mean, it looks great, you know, and I'm sure it's it's really fun to play, but it's kind of like, it's not anything new, which is what they should be going for, because there's a...
Here we go, this looks more adrenaline.
Oh, okay, this brings me back to sort of Cool Borders, but on skis. So not Cool Borders at all.
Look at the animations you have to do to make it ski in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, it seems a little bit
That's it, it looks like you got to stand there doing a squat for a straight 2 minutes.
Well, at least it's a good workout.
And it works, I guess.
Well, yeah, that was another big thing about Move when it originally came out. It's ridiculously accurate, which I can't really say for. I know with the the new add-on for the Wii made it a bit more accurate, but like my experience with that and Kinect hasn't been, you know, I think the Move beats it in terms of accurate depiction of your motions.
Bit of golf, you know, as you do, because you know, golf fans won't have Tiger Woods. Obviously, they'll want to play Sports Champions too. That's me being really cynical there. I apologise. It's just, you know. Oddly, I could see myself enjoying golf on the Move.
Really? Maybe you should get yourself one and pick up Sports Champions 2 then.
Yeah. Perhaps they'll be really cheap now.
It looked like, because of its sort of lack of charm and more sort of straight-laced graphical style, I could see Sports Champions, well, the series in general, being less of a party game and more of a kind of single-player experience. Because don't know, there's just something about it that kind of...
But that's where, like, motion controls, that's where they thrive, is when you've got
when big
Absolutely.
groups around you, you'll take turns and just sort of have a drink if you're partial to that as well. And the move initially, I think it lacked a lot of the good party games that people really liked. There were some there. I couldn't name any because it's that forgetful that you did. It's like they haven't released.
In many ways,
yet.
it's quite like the Vita, isn't it? A little bit under-supported.
Yeah,
because
the Vita more so, but
the tech is there.
It's like I said at the start of the video. It's almost as if they just sort of threw it out of the factory onto the floor and just let whoever wanted one just pick them up, and then just nothing's happened since.
I mean, in terms of technology, Move and Vita are really they're really. I mean, Move is really accurate. And the Vita's got so many cool little features in there, but the frustrating thing is they seem to not be doing anything with them, which is a bit. Well, it's a massive wasted opportunity, but there you go. I mean, they're still bringing out Sports Champions too, so they are still bringing some stuff out, but it's not as prominent as you'd have thought, really. But this looks great. I mean. It's not really a Move seller as such, but it looks perfectly competent.
Thank you for playing. Presented by
Noob Review.